After flying in from London, a night in a nice little airport hotel near Milan Malpensa, and of course a quick coffee the next morning, it was finally time to set off and head north. One quick stop at the central train station in Milan, which was a really impressive old building, then finally onto Varenna, on the beautiful shores of Lake Como, where the adventure truly begins.
We've arrived in Varenna. Varenna sits on the golden triangle of Lake Como. You have Varenna, Bellagio and Menaggio. So the plan now is to grab a ferry from Varenna to Bellagio, where we will be staying. But all three of these towns are beautiful. It's just incredibly busy. You can see the crowds, so let's see how we get along. So there are pros and cons with coming to Lake Como. In peak season, in summertime, of course the lake is going to be warmer, so if you want to swim, that's a sensible choice. But then there is a downside, which is of course the crowds. It's very crowded. I've been here in October before. Of course the lake is significantly colder. Still okay to swim in if you want to brave the cold, but way less crowds. But anyway, just a different experience, so I'm just going to take in some of that scenery. The queues for the ferries can be quite long in peak season, but before you know it, you'll be on your way to one of these stunning little villages. The ferry takes about 30 minutes to cross. It's a big lake, and now we're just waiting for the ferry.
Ogni onda sembra una preghiera, poi il battello va leggero verso un sogno tutto vero.
So if you're one of the first that can get onto the ferry, I highly recommend you quickly rush for the stairs and get to the top. The seating area is minimal, so if you can be quick, you can get some benches on the top deck with some better views. It's a half-an-hour journey, so of course you can stand, and that's fine too. But the option's there if you know about it. So, fun little fact about this ferry is it actually goes over some of the deepest parts of Lake Como, which are over 400 meters or 1,300 feet deep. So I guess the water's not see-through, so you can't tell, but we're going through some incredibly deep parts of the lake. It's also a, correct me if my Italian is wrong, a traghettorio or something like that. It's the car ferry. So if you're driving here, if you've rented a car, you can get the car onto the ferry at Varenna and go to Bellagio that way as well. Oh wow, now look, these are some absolute Hollywood views. Just those stunning green hills. There are some very exclusive residences on this coastline, let me tell you. So we're just pulling into Bellagio now, and already it's spectacular. I've been here before, like I said, but it never gets old. So I can't wait to dive into that lake and show you what it's like going for a swim.
Make sure you stick around for the end of the video, where I'll give a tour of the hotel and a detailed breakdown of all of the costs for accommodation and travel. You don't want to miss it.
So as you can see, there are people swimming on those steps, but I want to find a spot that's a little bit more secluded. You know, this is just quite close to the boats, so I mean it still looks incredibly clean, but I want to find somewhere that's just a little bit out of the way from the boats, from the noise, from the crowds. Even if that means walking for an extra 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it's going to be so worth it. Okay, so we came to this Lido. You do have to pay to come in, and we waited about 5-10 minutes. No one came to seat us or to serve us, so we have politely let ourselves in to investigate. That up there is a pretty cool looking diving board. The only problem is it does look like it's fenced off if you look. So, I don't know, maybe the rocks down below are not too safe, but then why would they have built it? So I might put my swimming goggles on and just have a little look, investigate, and then we can see whether it's safe to do a little jump. That was a really nice swim. Excuse the sun in my eyes. The water is like, feels like bottled water, like you can drink it. Obviously it's a freshwater lake. I did investigate where that diving board lands, and the rocks are just, yeah, it's way too shallow. You could stand and be almost chest deep, so that would be stupid to jump off there. But we're going to keep going along the coast and maybe find somewhere even more secluded to swim, a little bit less crowded, because this is really commercial. It's a lido, so there are people serving food and drinks. There are a lot of boats parking up, like private boats, you know, taxi boats. And so the water's still really clean, but if there's a place where there's less traffic, that would be nice. Check this out, we've got this floating platform here. They've got this cool little floating platform here where you can just chill out, sunbathe, do some jumps. I've already investigated, and the water there is quite deep. But this is Lake Como. This is Lake Como in summertime. Over there in the distance is Bellagio, like the center of Bellagio where it's really busy. This beach, I think, is called Spiaggia di Bellagio, which technically means Bellagio Beach. But it's a good like 20, maybe even 25-minute walk from the hectic center. So I think it's well worth it. I feel like when I was in Varenna a couple years ago, the beaches there were nicer. Here maybe like the hotels are nicer and the restaurants are more exclusive, but I think the beaches there were nicer, but they're not bad, you know. They're freshwater beaches, they are pretty clean, and it's July now, the water is really warm, and it's just nice and refreshing after you've been walking around these green hills to just be able to jump in. Good times in beautiful Bellagio, Lake Como, Lago de Como. Will this be the end of the video? Maybe not, maybe I'll wait till sunset, golden hour, get some more panoramic shots. Maybe show you an example of a nice budget-friendly or mid-budget restaurant, and then we can call it a day. So we're approaching golden hour now. The sun is getting closer to setting, and I'm just thinking about whether to take the drone up for one final little shot. We are in a more crowded area, so I don't know whether there will be any geo restrictions, but we'll give it a go just to capture this beautiful promenade and get some final scenes before we call it a day and have some dinner.
Stamattina il sole ride già, sulla riva tutto brillerà. Una limonata tra le mani e la giornata parte piano piano. Il traghetto arriva, andiamo via, verso Bellagio in compagnia. Le montagne fanno da cornice, qui ogni momento è più felice. Lascia il tempo correre così.
So earlier in the day we headed down the promenade in the opposite direction, and it was okay. There were like all the flower beds along the streets and the little steps going down to the water, but there was a lot of construction going on the other side, and you probably saw that in some of the drone shots. Now we've headed to the north, to the opposite direction along the promenade, and it does look a lot nicer. So you've got really fancy restaurants over here, wherever you look. Just tables everywhere right by the water, and it really is stunning. I mean, this is probably my favorite time of day. It's like kind of just after golden hour, just after sunset. can hear the waves lapping on the shore, and it really is a stunning location. If you haven't been to Lake Como, it needs to be on your list. So we're going to end the day in a restaurant called Baba Yaga, which sounds more Bulgarian than it does Italian. But it was a rare find for me because it's somewhere with some plant-based options. And you've got your burgers, your pizzas, your pastas, your tiramisu, all that good stuff. If you're also someone who eats a plant-based diet, then this could be a good find for you as well. If you're in Bellagio, there it is, Baba Yaga. Stracciatella. This one's fully vegan, yeah? Perfect, thank you.
So as promised, let's take a closer look at the accommodation and a breakdown of the costs. So the hotel was called Hotel Splendide, or the Excelsior Splendide, a nice, charming 3-star hotel right by the lake. The lobby looked pretty extravagant to me, even though the rooms were quite basic, but what really sold it for me was this swimming pool, which we're going to take a look at in a moment. And again, the location right by where you board the ferry in Bellagio. So the swimming pool sat on this terrace with several levels, lots of places to sunbathe, a truly stunning swimming pool, a little bit on the small side, but never overcrowded. And it was just a wonderful place to chill out and unwind, sunbathe, enjoy the views of the big green hills, mountains, palm trees, and just have a cool dip in the water after walking around the lake. Really wonderful place to unwind and chill out.
Wow, what a place.
Okay, so with that said, again, as promised, let's look at a cost breakdown. Let's look at everything. Flights, hotels, trains, ferry tickets, the whole bunch. So, flights from the UK, 160 per person. Hotel in Milan, £50. Lake Como Hotel, 110 per person per night. The return ferry tickets were really cheap at £10, and the trains cost £42 all in. That's for 4 train journeys, airport to Milan Centrale to the lake, and then the same on the way back. So all in, £372. A wonderful deal in my opinion.